It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And up next is this team's leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. This
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinney. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, it's McKinney, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. That's complete to Ward. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So one of the season, and he connects on the field about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, his team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, a ball battled in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced a mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll set up a throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McKinney. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. He'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out comes Minnesota. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinney. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's McKinney. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now they'll switch it up here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This to Graham on the short pass. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now back to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
They're going to look to throw. Staying on his feet. And he's going to go down again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. To throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Graham on the grab. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. The offense.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 71 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And that interception key as it... Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harvey. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the